Hello, this is Kate from dailytarotgirl.com, and this is your weekly tarot card reading. And for this week's reading, I am using the Playful Heart Tarot by Kitten. Okay, so believe it or not, it is 9:30 a.m. right now. This is the earliest I have ever done a tarot reading. I'm not really a morning person, but for some reason I woke up to the sound of my cat Henry puking on my couch, and then I couldn't get back to sleep. So here I am doing this bright and early for you. And my cat Henry, I'm going to show you him. He's under the table. Here he is, a little puker. Okay. So let's begin with the first card. The first card is for Monday and Tuesday of the upcoming week. And I guess I should explain, this is kind of a, not so much a forecast, but my intention with this reading is to kind of get some ideas and inspiration for the week ahead. So let's zoom in a little bit here. All right. So we have the Two of Pentacles for the beginning of the week. So I think of the beginning of the week as being like Monday and Tuesday. Now, Two of Pentacles is interesting. So Two of Pentacles is all about balance and flow. And if you look at the image on this card, there's the two snakes, and they're kind of making like a figure eight, and they're making an infinity symbol, and it's this sort of never-ending flow. And Two of Pentacles, it's about, well, I think what it's saying is that you're going to have more than one thing on your plate at the beginning of the week, and being able to multitask and juggle different things is going to be important the beginning of the week. So really, I think staying grounded, not getting too caught up and not getting too stressed out. Because I think sometimes, at least this is what happens to me when I have a lot of stuff on my plate. I get overwhelmed, I get stressed out. I keep thinking about everything that I need to get done and worrying that I'm going to forget something or I'm going to mess something up, and it just exhausts me. But the Two of Pentacles is actually about being able to handle a lot of different stuff and still being kind of chilled out about it, like finding kind of a balance and a flow where you're just sort of like in the moment, you're in the flow, you're productive, you're busy, you're taking care of things, you're getting things done, but you're not getting depleted, you're not stressing yourself out. So the things that you're putting your energy into are also things that feed your soul and that give back to you in some way. So that is, in a nutshell, what the Two of Pentacles is all about. So I think be prepared for things to be a little busier at the beginning of the week, and to really need to tap into your multitasking skills and remain grounded and calm. Now let's look at the middle of the week. So here we have the Magician. The middle of the week I think of as being like Wednesday, Thursday, maybe Friday, somewhere in the middle there. So the Magician is a major arcana card, and major arcana cards, I don't necessarily think of them as being more important than minor arcana cards, but I think that they carry a little more weight and they speak more to your soul's journey and your soul's agenda, whereas the minor arcana cards are a little more down to earth. They're sort of day-to-day kind of physical material type stuff, whereas the Magician or the major arcana cards are a little more spiritual, I guess, in nature. So here we have the Magician, and I love the Magician. The Magician is all about magic and manifestation and tapping into your powers to create magic in your life and create something out of nothing. That is what the Magician does. So the Magician takes ideas and inspiration from the, ethereal realm, things that don't yet exist. So ideas, visions, goals, desires, inspiration, and he or she makes it physical, makes it manifest, finds a way to take that vision and that idea and actually make it happen. That is That's how the magician does his magic. And whenever the magician shows up in a reading, it's really a sign of encouragement for you. It's saying, you have what it takes to really make things happen. But in order to do that, there's a few things you need to have or you need to do. The first one is focus. And you'll notice that the magician, and this magician looks like a girl to me, but she's holding the wand up in the air. And the wand is a symbol of focus and being able to focus and channel your energy towards something. And this is key. If you're going to manifest anything, you need to be able to focus. And I was reading a fitness book the other day, and it said that it's not so much the big things that we do, it's the little things that we do every day consistently that have the biggest impact over time. And why am I talking about that now? Why is that? Why am I talking about that in relation to the magician? See, this is why I shouldn't read at 9:30 a.m. So focus. I was talking about focus. So being able to focus on something is really about being able to focus on something consistently over time. Now, it doesn't mean you have to be focused on this thing all the time, but maybe focusing for even 5 or 10 minutes a day on a particular project or something you're doing. If you do it every day, it's amazing what you can accomplish. I remember when I first started my website, I worked on it every day. And I didn't work on it all day, but I did a little something every day. And before I knew it, I had tons of content up there. It was amazing. Okay, so the magician is saying, there's something that you want to create, there's something that you want to make manifest, and you have the tools to do it. Focus is one of the most important things, and let's see what the next card says. This is for the end of the week, so kind of like Friday, Saturday, Sunday. All right, here we have the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords shows someone who is kind of packing up and leaving. She's retreating. She's going somewhere else. It looks like these people are going somewhere great, somewhere better, to more greener pastures, greener shores. So there's a couple of things with the Six of Swords. I feel like this weekend you'll have an opportunity for change. Now, it could be, because this is a minor arcana card, it's usually sort of a minor type of change, but you'll have the opportunity to do something different, go somewhere different, maybe leave something behind, go in a different direction. And there's a couple of things that I want to say about that. I think that it's natural for us to kind of sometimes crave change. We fear change, but we also crave it. But in the same way, sometimes what happens is we crave change when we've kind of fucked up something in our lives. So for example, one pattern that I would get in when I used to work for other people is I would make myself so miserable in a job, and then I just want to move to another job. And then I would sort of recreate the same crap in the next job. And then I'd want to leave again. And I know a lot of people do that with relationships too. I think that's where it's most commonly seen, where you kind of fuck up a relationship. The same patterns and issues start, you start arguing and whatnot. And then the thought of just leaving that person and starting new, is so much more enticing than staying with that person and trying to work on issues. And so that's what I see with the Six of Swords. Is your search for change and the actions that you're taking to, maybe move away from a particular situation into something else, is it fueled by genuine desire? Are you in alignment with your true heart's desire, and that's what's propelling you forward? Or are you just fleeing? Are you trying to avoid something by creating change? So it's important, I think, to know the difference. But with the Six of Swords, there is an air of excitement. There's an air of moving on to bigger and better things and leaving something behind. So one more thing I want to say about the Magician is I was talking all about how he's all about focus and how that's important. But being in alignment with your heart's desire is also important when you're trying to manifest something. Because sometimes we put a lot of energy into manifesting things that aren't actually in alignment with what we truly want and what is in alignment with our values and our purpose and our desires. You know, maybe it's in alignment with society's desires, but not our true desires, our heart's desires. And so what's interesting is this card kind of echoes that. So when I was talking about the Six of Swords, I was thinking about how change should always be, or the change that you create, that you consciously create, should be in alignment with those heart's desires, as opposed to just kind of fleeing from some kind of mess that you've kind of had a hand in creating. Okay, so I'm just going to look at these cards together and see if there's anything else I want to touch on. It feels like this is a kind of an action-packed week. With the Two of Pentacles, it says, you know, things might be kind of busy. There might be lots of things that need taking care of or responsibilities that need attending to. But also the snake can be a symbol of change because snakes shed their skin. And then with the Magician, I talked about kind of making your vision and your goals a reality, focusing on what's important to you. And then the Six of Swords is about taking action in creating change and going off in perhaps a different direction. It'll be interesting to see how this week plays out. I'm just going to look and see if there's anything else I want to mention. I think I've mentioned everything. And as always, I invite you to chime in with your 2 cents, with what you're seeing in the cards as well, because you might get different things from these cards. Nope, I think I've mentioned everything. So I just want to say thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this reading. I post these readings every week, so if you want to see them again, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, and you can check out my website, dailytarotgirl.com. I'll put the link in the description box below this video. And on my site, I have tons of fun, free tarot learning resources. I've got tarot exercises, tarot spreads, list of tarot card meanings, all kinds of fun stuff. So make sure that you check it out, and I hope you have a wonderful week.